Yo, you want to get the advantage over your sports book? You'll need to download BetQL, the only app you'll need to make smart bets. Their best bets computer module scans over 350,000 unique bets per year to give you the best bet recommendation for every game across all major sports. And it gives you the reasoning why behind you should place these bets. Their model covers everything from spreads, over-unders, and player prop bets. Don't want to use the model and prefer to do the research yourself? BetQL has all the necessary tools for your research needs. There's sharp data so you can even see who the pros are backing, line movement so you could jump on betting opportunities in real time, team summaries highlighting previous success against the spread and the over and under, and a team lineup, breaking news and injury status reports. Plus you can save all your picks in one place to track your success and winning streaks, as well as view your rank on their leaderboards. Head to the App Store or Google Play Store right now, download BetQL. You can also head to try.betql.co/Lord to get started now. Enter the discount code LORD at payment. Checkout, save 25% off on any of the subscriptions that they offering. You can find all this information in the description to this video below. But please make sure to check out the BetMGM offer in the description as well for a free year of your BetQL. Also, check out their sportsbook offering page if you live in one of the eligible states. Claim free offers upon signing up. Many offers listed. Don't miss out on the chance to beat your sportsbook this football season, man. Lord Brunson approved.
Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. Today is, the keys to victory. You know what I mean? The second keys to victory. This one is for, an opponent that everybody thinks is a real test for the Philadelphia Eagles. I feel like it's a decent test, but, the San Francisco 49ers will be coming to the link. The Philadelphia Eagles will be hosting them 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? September 19th. And we should, I guess everybody's saying we should know all we need to know about our team by this time. But these are the keys to victory to taking those guys out. Now, I want to talk about the first week the Philadelphia Eagles had. Obviously, we played an Atlanta Falcon team. They were the favorite, but a lot of excuses are being made as to why we beat this team. It definitely looked like we should have beat them, and a lot of people should have known we were going to beat them, which is why I don't understand we went into the game as underdogs from the jump. I didn't think we was underdogs at all. But I understand why the Detroit Lions will be underdogs, you know what I'm saying, against the San Francisco 49ers. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? That makes perfect sense. But at the end of the day, we're not going to sit here and act like the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions, the level of play or the level of, players they have on the rosters is that big of a gap. It's not that far separated. These are two teams who will probably be finishing around the bottom and two teams who came and did what they were supposed to do. Now, in my opinion, the San Francisco 49ers, I think they got away with a couple lucky plays. And some of those lucky plays can only be exploited by poor tackling, which brings me to, one of my first keys, man. One of my first keys in this game is, tackling fundamentals. You got to be aware of the tackling fundamentals in this game. Deebo Samuels ran wild for yards after catch. You want to make sure you gang tackle Deebo Samuels. You gang tackle George Kittle. In essence, you want to make sure you gang tackle everybody on this team. That need to be the message moving forward after some of the tackling that we saw, in week 1. Other than that, it was a flawless performance, in my opinion, on the defensive side of the ball, but we did miss a few tackles. Now, you really nitpicking. Everybody missed tackles every week. These guys are professional athletes. But against the San Francisco 49ers, we cannot afford to miss tackles. Kittle is a master at breaking tackles. Deebo Samuels is probably top 3 strongest wide receivers in the NFL. Gang tackling these guys has to be of number 1 priority. Now, we got the bad news. We got unfortunate news that Raheem Mostert is out, you know what I mean? Indefinitely toward ACL, I believe, out for the remainder of the season. And, that's unfortunate for those guys. But what they did do in that time of need was they did pick up Kerryon Johnson, a guy who's been in our camp for a lot of the summer. A guy who's been snooping around our building for a lot of the summer. I don't know if they brought him in for this week 2 matchup for some inside information type thing, but it looks like they really do need to run it back, so it makes sense to get a guy that's been around your opposition that you got coming up the next week. I'm sure he'll probably give up the tape, but the tape ain't going to help you. It's not going to help you. They're going to have to look at that Atlanta Falcon tape and figure out how to beat that problem. So, and they're also down a starting cornerback, which brings me to, another point of mine. The deep shot will be there. It will be there. The deep shot will be there. Take your deep shots. If you have deep shots, if they make sense, take them. But at the same time, to my next point, play within the offense. Jalen Hurts did an immaculate job of playing within the offense. If you look at the plays that were ran against the Philadelphia Eagles, they really just sat back there in zone, because the one knock on Jalen Hurts is that he can't beat his zone. Well, he beat that zone up and down the field. He beat that zone. That zone was at his will, at his mercy. That was the one knock. He can't throw in zone. They try to find anything for the guy. But he just picked the zone apart. 3 touchdown passes. You know what I'm saying, in week 1. So continue to take what the defense is giving you. Don't try to force nothing to prove anybody wrong. Continue to play within the offense and do what's smart. Do the smart thing in terms of, getting the win, whichever makes sense. And I think that he's doing a really, really good job of that so far. My next point would be, to make Jimmy G uncomfortable, man. Jimmy G has been amongst, the top pressured quarterbacks for the last couple of years. And I think pressure either busts pipes or it makes diamonds. But I know that the San Francisco 49ers are undefeated when Jimmy Garoppolo throws for 300 yards. So our goal in this game is to probably make sure that these guys don't throw for 300 passing yards on us. And I think we'll be able to do that. Our defense has to, continue to move these quarterbacks off the spot. They did a beautiful job of forcing a couple intentional grounding calls, our defensive line, on Matt Ryan. They did a beautiful job of getting the sacks that they got. They did a beautiful job of making sure a stationary quarterback has to move his feet and stay alert. You know what I mean? He threw a lot of balls away because they was on him. They was on his ass. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Defensive line did their job, so I don't expect nothing else to change there. Listen, man, the deep shot is going to be there, man. It says the San Francisco 49ers, I have it written down somewhere. They gave up six plays for 20 yards or more. That was second through week 1, and they also gave up a 40-yard play. It's there. The money is there. They gave it up on the ground and through the air. The money is there. We got the explosive team that has to exploit these type of situations. I can see a situation to where Quez Watkins can have a breakout game. Jalen Reagor can have a breakout game. Gainwell, Miles Sanders. Look at all the weapons that I'm naming. It's a number of guys that can have a breakout game. You know what I mean? So pay attention, because the deep shot could be there. I think Jalen Hurts, one knock to week 1 was that he did miss. He wasn't looking. He ran instead of keeping his eyes downfield, and Devontae Smith was streaking up the sideline. Would have been touchdown number 2. But you can't cry over spilt milk, because that happens every play. Every play somebody's open, damn near and don't get mentioned, man. You know what I mean? Let the offensive line run. That'll be my final key. My final key would be to let the offensive line run. And what I mean by that is keep the offensive line active like you did in week 1. Keep them out there in screens, wide receiver screens, running back screens, tight end screens. Keep them out there in those, those option reads. Give them time to run, because when they run, nobody can stand in front of them. You see what a full head of steam Jordan Mailata looks like. You see it, the whole offensive line, a full head of steam Kelsey. Everybody on our offensive line running at any one of these, opposing defenders full head of steam, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a collision, and that's going to be one man erased. Get your guys in the position to get out there and run, and you should walk away with this win, you know what I mean, with the score. 28-17. The Philadelphia Eagles should win this game 28. I'm going to go 28-13. 28-13, man. Our defense is stingy. I don't even see 17 for these guys. 28-13 at home. You know what I mean? The crowd is going to be too much. We're going to take the top off that building. The defense is going to be excited to be out there. And, those are the keys to victory, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.